The mayor of Paterson, Sayegh, tested positive for COVID-19 not too long ago. Now, this morning, I actually had a chance to speak with him about his condition and also some COVID-19 related topics in Paterson. Let's take a listen.
Just the first question for you is just how are you feeling in general?
I actually am doing very well. I'm slowly regaining my sense of smell. I finished all my medicine, so I'm raring to go.
And so a lot of people have just been curious about that in general, because they're saying there's no direct medication, but some people are taking medicine for the flu. So like what kind of works for you?
Well, what happened was the day I was diagnosed, I went in for an x-ray and they found slight pneumonia on my left lung. So they gave me chloroquine and Z-Pak, and I took both, and I finished yesterday. I can't say with 100% certainty that's what works, but I mean, I'm going to say yes, because I feel fine.
So what were some of the symptoms you were experiencing?
So the only noticeable symptom was the loss of smell. That's it. I lost my sense of smell.
So just smell, not taste?
No, I was actually able to taste, and my appetite was as voracious as ever.
Oh, that's really interesting how it affects everyone so differently. Some people can't
It
smell
does.
and taste.
It's a mysterious virus. It really is.
That is, and so you didn't have a cough, you didn't have a fever, none of that?
No, I checked my oxygen this morning. It was 99.
I asked the mayor how this virus has disrupted his everyday life.
Yeah, it really has disrupted our lives. My wife actually tested positive. She has mild symptoms too. She had a headache and she vomited, but looks like she's coming along. That was a couple days ago. And yesterday was Easter, so we couldn't really celebrate. We made the most of it in our backyard. And sadly, on Easter, I lost my favorite uncle. He succumbed to complications relative to COVID. And we also lost a police officer yesterday, Frank Scorpo. He was our first police officer and first city employee to die as a result of this virus. And he leaves behind two small children, a 4-year-old son and a 6-month-old son. So Francesco and Santino.
Wow. I mean, and I guess that really just touches upon the fact that like it really can affect anybody, any age, right?
That's correct.
The mayor tells me that he wanted to be on the front lines, guiding people in Paterson every step along the way. And it was actually through one of his efforts as mayor to make sure that first responders were taken care of that he discovered that he had the virus.
So we had all of our first responders tested. So as someone I believe is a first responder, I'm on the front line as well. I felt that it was appropriate for myself to get tested because I do come around a lot of people, particularly my family.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you were tested and then you tested positive.
Right.
What would be kind of your message to the general public, not just in Paterson, but in New Jersey about COVID-19?
Sure. So like I stated before, it's a mysterious but yet serious virus. Stay inside. If you don't have to leave your home, don't, because you don't want to expose yourself. Like I stated before, you could be asymptomatic, but yet you will be a carrier and you could potentially infect others. And I see that social distancing is starting to work in New York, in New Jersey, other parts of the country, whether it's Washington, the state of Washington, Oregon, California. Let's just continue to do it. Stay strong and stay safe.
So how are you continuing some of your duties? Because I know you, like you said, you like to lead on the front line. So obviously it's difficult now, but what have you been doing to be able to keep up with that?
Well, I've become more technologically savvy. So I've been doing WebEx, Zoom right now here, and just phones, just working the phones. On the phone every day with my public health officer, business administrator, public safety director, fire chief, all the appropriate individuals, because life goes on and we have to manage our city appropriately.
The mayor also touched upon compliance of the governor's executive orders.
Yeah, I mean, look, things are relatively calm. I mean, we had a couple shootings, but outside of that, I mean, the problem is liquor. They've been liquor stores because people congregate there and they're antithetical to social distancing. So we've had issues with that.
So you expect to be back next week. Any idea what day, or just up in the air still?
Yeah, most likely next Monday. I'll be back in the office. I want to encourage people that better days are ahead. I mean, to say this has been a difficult period of time for all of us would be an understatement. I mean, I lost a relative. People are losing relatives. But I want to encourage those who are on the front line, the first responders, fire department, police department, public works, the nurses, the doctors, all healthcare workers, people who are working in grocery stores. We appreciate your courage and your commitment, and we want to make sure that you continue to stay safe and stay strong.
And of course, we want to wish Mayor Andre and his wife a very speedy recovery. And remember, folks, for the very latest on COVID-19 developments in the Garden State, make sure you stick with New Jersey News Network. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jennifer Marin.